Potatoes! It's time to plant my potatoes. We're going to be planting our earlies and our lates today, and I'm going to show you how I prep out our no-dig beds ready for planting. Please excuse the sunnies today. I don't normally garden in sunglasses, but it's mighty bright with a very low sun and I can't see a thing if I don't, so sorry about that. But let's get into potatoes. So if you remember a few weeks back, we've had these potatoes out chitting in the greenhouse. We have two varieties. This is a main crop variety. This is Cara, excuse me. And this variety here is a early, which is a Charlotte. Now, I like a Charlotte. This is a nice waxy potato, very popular in my household. And obviously this is for your roaches later in the year. I never grow huge amounts. We don't really eat very much potato. So that will do us. We'll do 2 rows, one of early and one of main crop. Now this is a no-dig bed. This is how it is after winter. I've just taken out some of the bigger weeds. There's not been very many in the middle here. Mostly it's been buttercup here. Should be that, but buttercup here coming in from the edge, creeping around. So I picked that out and I'm going to bury that in a second with a top up of compost. So I'm going to be using this. This is a new compost brand for me locally. I've not tried it before. It was on offer in the garden centre. It comes with plenty of recommendations, so that's promising, and we'll just give it a go. But good try something new. So first job, I'm going to just give the top of this bed a quick rake because I want to break up any germination there might be. So to the greenhouse for a rake. Okay, so you can see I've just given it a good rake over. I've broken up the surface of the soil so it's nice and fresh. Now my beds here, I'm going to, I always do, put 3 bags of compost, which is, they come in 50 litres, so 150 litres worth of compost. Ideally I would use my own, but it's not ready, so we're going to be using some of this. So 3 bags on here to give it a freshening up layer. So compost spread and 2 troughs planted. And I'm going to show you the bed actually, I think it's quite interesting. You can see why I've done no dig. So you can probably see I've dug 2 troughs. I don't usually go as far as using the spade in the no-dig beds, but if you look at it under here, you can see that below the level of the no-dig compost, which is good, you've got clay, which is the original soil here, and all this is clay underneath here. And I've gardened it 3 or 4 years before I gave up because it was horrendous. Now this compost is attracting all sorts of interesting things, which is a good sign, I think. Super. So we're going to use the troughs to plant our potatoes. Next step. Okay, so potato, this one's been chitted. You can see there's growths growing on the potato there. Now, what we're looking for is maybe 2 or 3 growing out of the top of the potato. The ones that aren't there, we're going to rub away. So I only want the ones at the top. So that's what you do. You select your best ones and you plant them so that they have the best chitted growth at the top of the potato. And then you pop them in the ground. Okay, so the potatoes are in. They are spaced at 2-3 inches apart, so I haven't overcrowded the beds, but I'm not worried about it too much because there's no dig bed, lots of fresh compost. Now, the keen-eyed amongst you might have spotted that they're not really that deep. The reason for that is they're down really to the bottom level of last year's compost because I'm starting to get the clay come for top and no deeper. I'm going to deal with that little problem with the extra compost in a minute. I'll show you. But first stage, get them in, cover them over with this year's no dig compost, and then I'll give them really good water. Okay, covered up and water's in. You can just see where the mounds of earth are. Last stage is top them up a little bit more with one of the bags of compost. I sometimes use 2. I think 1 might be enough as there's already a mound. I'll keep 1 in reserve, and it will depend on whether they get any shoots coming through the top of that increased mound when it's still too cold for them to get. I don't want obviously the potatoes to burn. So we will see. Actually, what though, whilst I'm here, look at all the bees. Compost has come down. I don't know if you can see this on camera, but there are literally, I don't know, 50, 100 bees on this dry side of compost, which is fantastic. It's a lovely day today. They're obviously flying, and we keep bees over there. While I was in compost, bees like it. So yeah, loads of bees, great. Right, okay, last bit, we're going to put the compost on and make ridges. And that's it. So you can see I've got 2 rows of potatoes, and this is for summer, Chris, to remember what I've got. We have the earlies in the near column and the late in the second column there. Now, I hope you don't mind that it's only a short video today. That's potatoes. So potatoes are in. I am going to plant a few more things. We're going to do another row of peas in a second. I'm going to put some flowers around the edge of the raspberries and maybe sow some more flowers in the greenhouse. I've got some nasturtium seeds to go in and get them going. I've done seed sowing a lot, so that I'll show later when we've got seedlings to plant on. So that's what I'm going to do today. So if you have enjoyed that, give it a like. If you look at potatoes, want to know how to do it, give it a like. Any questions, give me a shout. Potatoes, dead easy. Have a go. You can't really go wrong with potatoes. Get them in the ground, water them a bit, cover them up as it gets as the shoots come through when it's still frosty. That is it. I'll show you that when it happens, because it will. And yeah, have a great Sunday. Enjoy the week. It's going to be a nice one here in Yorkshire, and I'll see you next time.